Hello everybody! Today we have an outerworldly tarot card and oracle card reading because if you've been following the news, we've had drone sightings all over the world. Oh my goodness, isn't this crazy, wonderful, exciting? I'm sure some people are feeling nervous, but you know what? The channelers and tarot readers like myself, we've been seeing and knowing that the golden age is upon us and things are gonna get interesting. So buckle your seatbelts, everybody. I did ask Spirit ahead of time which decks I should use, and I did procure a new deck specifically for this reading. So we have here the Extraterrestrial Oracle by Uri Geller. If anyone knows a little bit about esoteric history, Uri Geller was a famous, I guess you could say, psychic medium mentalist back in the 70s and 80s. And we have this special deck here, which is what's the name for it? The Unifying Consciousness Tarot. It was created by local artists here in Toronto, Lori Little and Leo Scopacasa. My apologies if I did say that name right. I was able to procure this deck directly from Leo at his gallery in Kensington Market. So super exciting because I am a big tarot card collector and I like to bring out different kinds of decks for our readings so that you're all exposed to them and I get to collect these beautiful artistic treasures. So considering the Spirit did pick out these two decks with my pendulum, what I'm initially feeling is that the message here today is positive, as especially the Unifying Consciousness Tarot deck does not have ill-dignified terms. It is mainly focused or to be focused on the positive. So I think the general message going into this is fear not, fellow humans. Whatever is going on in the skies is a positive thing for us, for our collective consciousness. So let's see what they may be, why they're here, what message they want to bring us, and what we should take from it all. Let's go. So asking the question, what are these quote-unquote drones, UAPs, entities in the sky? Spirit has selected 6 oracles. Now let's look into the message behind these unidentified lights that have been seen all over the US and now in Canada. For anyone who doesn't know the backstory, there have been, I believe, thousands of sightings all over the US and Canada of these lights in the sky that seem to be some type of aircraft, of military things that are beyond our capable military, and they seem to be the size of cars, and they have the ability to hover, which most aircraft don't do. So, and they've also been hovering over sensitive areas like military facilities and the UN and really regulated airspace like New York. So they've been able to evade a lot. They definitely want to be noticed. So what are they? Why are they here? We are at a transition state, a doorway. What I'm feeling is that this is a doorway into another paradigm. It's asking humanity to take a step into this new world, into this new way of thinking. There has been talks with different channelers in the New Age spiritual communities describing a phenomenon that is happening in the astral realms right now, which is a fractal splitting of our realities. Perhaps if you are viewing this is a collective conscious answer to an asking for our new reality, a new shift into a new paradigm. Think of it as when people moved from the medieval times, or sorry, you know, the Enlightenment period to the Renaissance period, right? You know, from the medieval times, all these periods are marked by a new knowledge that shifts our collective consciousness to understand, interpret, and appreciate reality in a completely different way. And then a new era begins. So these entities in the sky are the beginning of asking us to step through this doorway. Yes, confirmation right there. It's to take a step in a positive direction. Time as we know it is shifting. We know, theoretically anyways, that time, or what we interpret as time, which is very linear from our 3D perspective, is an appreciation of the delta of the energy shifting in the time-space continuum, right? From our perception, moving from one reality to the next reality, from Monday to Tuesday. That's time in our 3D reality. But time for us in this new perception is shifting. And I think a lot of people right now can already start feeling it, where it feels like time is going so fast. So much can happen in just 1 month. I mean, look at the last couple of months. It's been feeling like a year, because that speeding up of time is part of this new positive future that is being birthed right now. And this positive future that's being birthed right now is the end of a cycle for a new cycle towards unity consciousness. Beautiful. So 2024 that we're wrapping up was an 8-year. Numerologically, I can't even say the word, speaking. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. So it's an 8-year. That was all about karma. Everything that we were seeing, that we put in, and the energy that we put out came back to us, right? And we're facing these old paradigms or old ways of living and believing, to reform them and to challenge what has been for the last several decades. And that's why I'm not surprised that there has been a rise in, for example, right-wing politics and leanings, and the bringing in of powers like, the president-elect. And I think a lot of Western countries are moving in that direction as well, of bringing in what you could say the old guard, to try to balance things again. But it's all part of the process. This is not about judging either side. It's just the old ways are going to be brought up to bring highlight to other old ways, and those ways are going to be brought up to highlight other things, and then new ways will be born. Because next year, 2025, is a year of 9. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. So that's the ending, okay, of a circle or cycle. So from year 1 all the way to year 9 is an era, I guess you could say, of knowing and understanding. And a lot of what we knew how things should operate and work in the last decade, whether that's how our economic systems work, our social systems work, our political systems work, they've been put in the grinder, I'm sure everyone could see, so that a new way of being is birthed. And we're going to get new information that helps put that perspective in place as we move through this transition. Crystal recharging and rebooting. Interesting. The energy that I feel from this one is very much going to be a recharging of the human spirit, and the ascension process starting to take place. As many spiritual channels have already revealed to us that DNA is evolving into crystalline DNA. And the crystal kids have actually been starting to be born now as well. These are people, and these will be people with higher frequency, the ability to know, to feel, to hear, their psychic abilities much clearer and more concise, to be embodying of universal love, to be grounded in their crystalline structure, even self-healing. And it's talking for us right now, this need to reboot things, because things have been going so fast. There seems to be a lot of crumbling. Economically, we see a lot of crumbling, especially because of the battle between Mother Nature and protecting Mother Nature versus the science of energies that we have right now, the industries of energies that we have right now. I'm seeing crystal in terms of information and energies. Perhaps we will be even experiencing a new form of energy. Perhaps we will be gifted clean energy. Ooh, this could be really exciting. We did go through the great reboot, or what you could say the great reset during COVID, right? And that brought up a lot for people, a lot of traumas internally. And we went through a process of healing them. And we also went through a process of choosing what we believe. Some people chose unity, right? And other people chose resistance. So as we move through this ascension process, people will be given the choice, continued choice, to decide where they want to focus. So turn back into oneself, recharge, reboot, and get energized for this next phase. The multiverse. What we can and can't control. Humanity is learning that we are not the only species. We are not the only species in this world. Now, I know when it comes to the drones, there's this idea that maybe it's a psyop. Maybe it's the government trying to find a way to scare us and control us. But tap into what you intuitively feel. Don't listen to what other people think they are. What does your heart tell you what they are? Because from the feeling mechanism and that compass or guiding light that we have in us, it will bring us to the truth and help us physiologically develop what we need to navigate this multiverse. It is also teaching us that we cannot control everything in this world. This world, this galaxy, this universe and multiverse is much bigger than us. You know, just as there's biodiversity in this planet and biodiversity in the bacteria on your skin, there's biodiversity out there in the universe as well. Can we accept that? Can we accept that shift in our paradigm, that humanity is not the center of the universe? Because this is where the line was that moved from Earth, right? From the, I believe it was from the Renaissance period to the Enlightenment period, was Galileo, or vice versa, I can't remember. Galileo, I believe it was Galileo, talked about, or with telescopes was able to prove that Earth was not the center. People used to believe that the sun orbited around the Earth, but it's not the center. And Earth, in this galaxy, in the Milky Way galaxy, we are not the center either. Perhaps we are important, but we're just a speck in what is the grander picture. Ooh, what does that mean? How does that change everything in what we believe? North Star, new direction. We're being asked to look into the stars. Okay, look to a new direction, reconnect with the skies again. The North Star is when you are lost, you look and find it, and you will always know where true north is. This is shifting. What we focus our eyes on is shifting. Keep looking up at the stars in curiosity, in faith, and adoration. These look like the little drones there. There's been videos of people trying to talk to these quote-unquote drones, and they react blinking. What's very interesting, if you look at that particular video or really close-up videos, the way that the drones look in terms of vibrations or as plasmoids kind of also fit the description of the Kabbalistic Merkava, which we can get down another rabbit hole for that. So it's what are these stars going across the sky? Perhaps they're here to help us usher in this new direction. Oh my goodness. Spirit is so perfect. This next card is the Zener card, developing one's psychic abilities. So the Zener card was created by Carl E. Zener, who was a U.S. psychologist in the 1950s. And they created 25 card decks with these simple images. And they were tools to help people develop telepathic abilities. What I'm feeling is that these entities in the sky, or we're preparing for entities in the sky that communicate with telepathy. So this is the New Age. The New Age is humanity waking up to our crystalline DNA, our internal crystalline structure, and developing our psychic abilities so that we may communicate with these beings from the stars. Oh, so beautiful. I need to do one more just to confirm, because I keep hearing PSYOP, I keep hearing the government is testing you, or the government is trying to get at you. So let's see, Spirit, are the entities, or the UAPs in the sky, drones in the sky, are they human or are they interesting? The sun. Not telling me yet, but Spirit wants us to keep hope, to keep bright, and know and have faith that all things that need to come to light will come to light. We don't know the answer yet, but we will know the answer. Interesting. All things in the dark will come to light. Okay, let's get into it with a higher consciousness tarot. All right, Spirit, thank you, Spirit. Tell me, what are these entities in the sky? This technology, is it the drones, UAPs? Are they extraterrestrial? Are they created by the government? Is it a PSYOP? What are we dealing with here? Interesting. 3 of coins working together to create something tangible. With pumpkins in the background, I'm feeling like this is about, we're going to be able to harvest something and build something together in unity. It's going to have practicalness to it. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, I got 2. High Priestess and Sun. Interesting. So, to me, this is saying, it's going back to needing to develop our psychic abilities. I'm not getting out of this world. I'm getting interdimensional. like the high priestess, but we don't know, we don't see this. Even you see this image of this being, you know, their doorway, the doorway that we started with, is in the third eye area. They see cosmically, and they're able to communicate telepathically. Interesting. And this planet here, this moon that's in the space, is intuition and astral realm, another realm. Interesting. I am feeling like they want to communicate with us, give us a gift. The sun energy, illumination. They want to illuminate consciousness for us. Maybe give us our origin story. How did we come to be? How did this galaxy come to be? Maybe even energy. They want to share their energy, clean energy, clear energy. Interesting. They want to work together with us. What else? Please clarify. How do they want to work together with us? What does humanity need to do? How will humanity respond? How should we respond? Spirit, how should we respond? What will humanity do? Interesting. Temperance. We need to be balanced. Don't get scared. Do not get scared. If you see these things, do not get scared. Stay balanced. Stay grounded. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Because the opposite is the devil in the tower. These forces, these human forces, want us to be in fear. There are people who are already starting to spread messages of these drones being some type of foreign surveillance, espionage. Some governors even talking about trying to shoot it down. That will be a tower moment for us. Let's put energy towards peace. Okay, let's put energy towards peace. Let's not put energy towards, let's just shoot it down because we don't know what it is. That's just awful, okay? Just because we don't understand. Let's not shoot first and be sorry later. Let's not do that. All right, last card. Oh, just came out. 3 cards came out. 4 cards came out. That's a lot. Okay, give me a minute here. All right, that was too much. There was too many cards there. Let's break it up, Spirit. Also, they didn't really relate, so let's do this again. Let's shuffle. Last card, Spirit. Please clarify. Is this first contact? Is this first contact, or is it a test? Is it a test by the government? Oh! Oh boy. So I had 3 cards jump out. This is why I had that reaction. Interesting. 9 of Swords. There are people who are afraid of what's going on. There are people who don't want their paradigms to shift. And there's people who know secrets. And perhaps this is their tower moment. I'm feeling like this is almost like, oh dang, they're going to figure out what we've been hiding. There's been a lot of push for disclosure. And when humanity evolves or ascends, we're going to know the truth behind a lot of things. A lot of things are going to come to light, and these are going to be tower moments. These are going to bring out wounds and habits and knowledge that's caused a lot of pain. But they need to be brought out so that humanity can heal. And in doing so, we will then rejoice. Right? We will rejoice with the 10 of Cups. Unity, consciousness, all together moving as one like the dolphins. There was a social media video going around of these divers who saved. They were called by the dolphins, and they went into the deep to save, I believe, a shark. And then the dolphins rejoiced, and they actually started dancing and surrounding the divers, celebrating what they did. So just imagine how connected intuitively these animals are, and bringing in now the human fold and the human species, what that will be for the world. It would be a beautiful thing. It would be a glorious thing to be in harmony and be in unity. But we need to heal the old. The old needs to fall before we can do that. The fears, the things that keep us in fear, need to be released. And so we're asked by Spirit to bask in the energy of the Spirit of Cups, our emotions. We need to master our emotions and to also feel them, acknowledge them, let them be free and wild, and let yourself discover through your emotions. We've been living in a very logical age, okay? All about the money, all about this causing that and the results. But there also is that other aspect of being human that we have very much had control over us. But that's because we haven't put enough stock into mastering it, which is our emotions. Filling our own cups, filling our emotions so that there's a sense of overflowing from our cups. Overflowing with love, with joy, and with unity. So, very positive message overall. I cannot say for sure. They won't let me. It's not very clear on if these drones and UAPs are extraterrestrials or human man-made. I suppose it doesn't really matter. What really matters is how we react to them, and how from that reaction, the next evolution into the golden age occurs. All right, beautiful spiritual seekers, I wish you so much goodness, prosperity, and peace on your journey. And I'm so excited for this. Let's see what occurs. And, if you see people freaking out online, send them love, send them healing, tell them everything will be A-OK. All right, everyone. Have a good holiday.